And a vicious attack ad targets the frontrunner for LA's DA's race. But is it true? A heroic story. Carmen Trutanich running for DA. He tells it on the campaign trail. It's actually a video he put out. 30 years ago, as a young prosecutor investigating a murder in South LA, he's surrounded by gang members who opened fire on him. The trouble is, the LAPD has no record of such a shooting ever happening. The DA's office can't find the files regarding that case or Trutanich. And even Trutanich himself, when he was under oath 4 years ago, said he wasn't actually sure what happened that afternoon. Trutanich now says he didn't report the incident when it happened and just mentioned it informally to a detective who is now dead. His opponents in the race for the district attorney are just pouncing on all of this. In fact, take a look at a new internet ad.
I remember getting the call on the radio. A DA was surrounded by a gang in Green Meadows Park. It was Carmen Trutanich, and he was trying to interview a witness. When I got there, the gang had started shooting at Carmen. Carmen was the lead gang prosecutor. He's had death threats and contracts put out on his life, but he wasn't afraid of anything. And he was beholden to no one. I'll be proud to vote for Carmen Trutanich for city attorney. I'd trust him with my life.
All right, Mr. Bell talking about trusting him with his life, and yet, according to Los Angeles Dragnet, the internet blog that put out that ad, he says, Larry, that that it's all just fake. The Trutanich lied about the whole thing. What is it about Mr. Trutanich, Larry?
You tell me. This is a guy who ran for city attorney, Jeff, and said, I'm going to run and I'm going to stay 2 terms. And if I don't, I'll take a full-page ad. I'll pay $100,000 to a charity. And the ad will say, I am a liar. The ad doesn't appear anywhere. The money he's trying to raise, apparently, but he broke his vow. That's point one. Point number 2, you're right about this alleged shooting that took place. Nobody can figure out where it was. Moral to the story, don't run for higher office if you're going to make stuff up. You're going to be found out about it.
But Larry, and I failed to give you a proper introduction. Larry Elder over KBC Talk Radio. Larry, he's still in money gathering and in endorsements is the front runner. How does this happen?
Well, we'll find out how it happens. In fact, one of his campaign aides is now supporting Alan Jackson and has called him a pathological liar. It really is starting to get interesting. And Steve Cooley is the one that convinced Trutanich to come out of private practice and run for city attorney. And Coolidge is backing his chief deputy over Trutanich.
Jackie Lacey. In fact, you're right. And also Trutanich has turned down 20 minutes of airtime on KCRW to explain himself. He has also turned down tonight's debate on KPCC, where all the other candidates are going to show up. In fairness, I should say that Mr. Trutanich says he was suspending a lot of his activity because of his mother being in the hospital. What do you make of it?
Well, and Jeff, he also said that his personnel record is missing, implying that there's some shenanigans going on. It turns out his personnel record was missing 3 years ago, and 3 years ago he was told that it wasn't there, but he gave you the impression it was just now missing, as if one of his 5 opponents somehow got his personnel file and was going to do something with it.
No, but in fact, and Larry, thank you very much, and I'll just add a last note to that it was actually back in 2008 when Trutanich was vetting himself before running for city prosecutor for city attorney that he found out that file was missing. It wasn't just now, and that's why the state attorney general refused to investigate it. Larry Elder over KBC Talk Radio. Thank you very much.
All right.